What's up guys, Malik here and welcome back to my channel. Just to give you a summary of this episode is basically going to be my 3 trades on the Nasdaq 100. What I'm seeing from these trades basically is that my zones are actually, they're making sense. The charts are reacting to my zones, but then where I have personal problems, it's like overtrading. So it might be like revenge trading if I cut something too early. That's exactly what happened today. I cut a trade too early, or I cut a trade early, and then I was expecting it to do a continuation. And then when the market reversed to just kind of breathe for a bit, that's when it hit out my trade. And then I know another problem of mine is not letting winners ride. And then I would say the third thing that I did wrong today, I would say that's it. That's it. A third thing could also be not entering the trade at 6 a.m. I saw the trade at 6 a.m. I could have rode it to the upside, like have the entire day move. But then I just didn't take it because it was like in the middle of the zone. But let's get into it. I think you can actually see a lot from what I'm showing you in the chart. So if you look at any of my previous videos, you see that this zone is a zone that I've been carrying along. So I haven't adjusted the zone at all since I started drawing it, and I've just carried it along right across the timeline. I think it was more this way. Yeah, so I carried it along right across the timeline. And then you can see that the market is definitely reacting from my zone. You can see the market basically pushed out of my zone here at 9:15 on the 9:30 candle. That's where I got the trade initially this morning. And then the market basically reversed and came right back down to touch the zone, kind of bounced off of the zone, and then came right back down to settle at the zone, right? So these zones are actually playing out, and it's a zone that I actually drew out myself based on another YouTuber's concepts where they have the supply and demand zones. You see where you have a huge push in the market, like these zones here. You have a huge push in the market. You can tell that that's not a retail investor, that's an institutional investor, and that's a zone we should actually be paying attention to, right? So I'll actually be showing you my 3 trades, and let's make sure everything's set up here. Yeah, I didn't set it up. All right, let's just have it break down here. Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. I can show you it. So I have 3 trades on the Nasdaq. I would say a third one is maybe big positioning when I'm doing like a very risky trade. Like the morning trade, I get where I can go for my regular position, but the revenge trade or the over trade, I think I should go a lot smaller. In case I'm wrong, I really don't face it like how I faced it today. Oh, and then the fourth one, and I would say we, or I would guess me, but if people actually interact in the comments, but it would be basically what would be the target, because I see where within 4 minutes I can probably make $200, $400. Like it's kind of been consistent. So if I'm wondering, should I just be taking it at 200 and just leaving, just take your money off the table and go? Like if that's the target for every day, I might try that. Just aim for 200 or 400 every single day. If I hit that, I don't try to force it, regardless of if the trade runs to like 1,000 or something. So let's see. I might try that. I actually almost got it out at 200. It was 179 today, and then I did another trade that put me down negative 70, right? So I'll be showing you these 3 quick trades on the Nasdaq 100, right? So the first trade was at 9:30. I saw that move off of the zone, and I was like, all right, let me just follow my strategy and just hit it to the upside. Oh, actually perfect. I entered on for that zone move, but actually 2 minutes before market open. You can see it there at that 12:28, and if you 12:28 would be London time, and then you -3, and that would get you the Eastern Standard Time, which is like the New York session, right? So I entered the first trade at 14,542.3. So I entered the first trade 14,542.3 on the 915 candle. And then I actually closed it on the next candle over. That was the 937 candle. And that's at 14,592.4. So it was after we had that big move in the market. I was up 150 there and I just closed it out. Could have actually made a little bit more money, but you never know. You never know. There's always that uncertainty when it comes to the market, right? So that was the first trade. And then the second trade, actually entered on the same, no, actually on the 9 o'clock candle. But I went for a smaller size in case the market kind of reversed and came back down into the zone. I didn't want to be exposed to that, especially when we had news coming out today. We had the PMI and ISM data news come out today. So I didn't want to like risk it all. But I mean, I need to believe in my strategy a bit more, I would say. And then just cut them when they're nice winners, something that I'm comfortable with, or even let the winner ride, because the winner could have actually rode until around 12 o'clock, but I would have never been sure that it would have turned out to be a good trade, right? So this second trade was a total profit of 29.19. And in the last trade, I decided, okay, the market isn't settling down. The market might just begin to rally. Needless to say, I was completely wrong. I had a huge red candle print right after that, and believe me, that took me out rather quickly. That took me out within 4 minutes for a total loss of 70, right? So I entered basically at the top of this candle, thinking that the market would have continued up, but that candle was just straight disaster from open to close. 12, 5, 8, 9.4. So I basically entered here, or that's what they say, because I guess there's some slippage. That's basically where they entered me. And then I got stopped out right here for a total loss of 70. And then let's look into this now, right? This is the part you've been waiting for. See what the strategy is about. Like, what's going on? How is he drawing these? Like, what is he using to draw these, right? So if I'm drawing the zone from here, tell me if I'm doing this wrong, and actually try it for yourself to see if it works. I actually drew it from the high, like from a really big push down to the top of a low, right? Before that real gap down. So that can be your entire zone, because you know that basically you're expecting that the banks are playing at that level. So whether they're extremely selling at that level or they're buying heavily at that level, you know that that zone is important, right? And that's what I'm seeing. This can even be an important zone, but I'm just focusing on one zone for now. And then you can see that the market definitely plays off of this zone. So just shout out to Perry, because Perry really put me onto this strategy, and it's just like me just doing it repeatedly, just a repetition. I don't think I have it fully down yet, but you can see that the market is definitely reacting to my zones. And then from there, I can easily make trades. Even if I don't get a huge move, I just need two candles. If I get two candles with a solid move, like, I can move it. Just two candles with a solid thing, I can turn it into $200 quickly. Just depends on the lot size, right? But that's basically it. That's basically it for today's video. You'll see the time here that I'm recording it at 12:05. Totally late night tonight, but hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's really good. Hope you see what I'm showing you, and as I explained before, what am I going to be working on? What am I going to be working on? Because I know that I'm not perfect. I know I don't fully have this down as yet, but I know like this is where I'm journaling to kind of see my issues. So over trading, right? I would say over trading is one. Making too much trades when I feel too confident, right? Cutting winners too early. I would say cutting big winners too early. Big winners too early, right? The third one is like not taking profits. That's good. That's kind of oxymoron because you can be always if you always cut your winners, you're always making profits. But if you're not taking profits, you're taking losses essentially, right? So the fourth one I would say is having a set target so that I can build my account, right? And I think if I'm aiming for 200 a day, that's 1,000 a week. Say it's consistent, and that's an additional 1,000 a week, and then I can scale it up to 400 a day, and then 400 times 5, that's 2,000, 2,000 a week, and then I can scale it up, right? So basically, I think these are things I'm gonna be working on. Cutting the big winners is a big problem. Not taking profits, over trading. Over trading is big for me. Because if I lose, it's like I want to try and make it back. That's revenge trading, but over trading is a big one as well, right? But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.